Hey, attention crypto gossipators, things are about to get interesting. Remember, not financial advice.
Hey guys, what is up? Hope everyone is doing well. Hope everyone's having an amazing day because I am as usual. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. So right now, things are really starting to pump, right? Bitcoin goes over 70K. You know, it's for me becoming very, very difficult to even release these videos because every time the price changes so much and it looks like the video is outdated, but really it's because the market is moving that quickly and people, are getting very excited about the bull run. But also, ladies and gentlemen, there is a big concern, and that is the burns. Even though, guys, we've seen a pump in the price. We're going to get a lot of money being poured into the crypto market. Everything's going to be going up. People still give burning a lot of relevance. I'm not saying that it is not important, but people are really starting to question their bags before the bull run just because of the burns, which in my opinion, I think is a little bit too extreme, ladies and gentlemen. Really, guys, if you care about burns so much, really, if burns is everything for you, well, I don't think you're going to see any crazy burns this year. Because when you put things into perspective, that's a lot of money. Guys, the market cap here is about 5.8 billion. Are we really going to see billions of dollars being destroyed? Well, I don't know. I mean, we're going to have to get some very rich individuals to do that. But at the same time, if we had a great mechanism, we could pull off a very, very nice burn. So, as I've said, the bull run is coming, burns matter, and also it matters to be realistic as of now. So guess what? Kusama actually had to come across a very interesting question here. He had to put a comment on that on Twitter, and everybody's talking about it. So I think it is my duty to actually put out this message for you guys so you can see what the latest thing about, in the SHIB ecosystem is. So Kusama comments on burning 1 trillion Shiba Inu. That's a lot of Shiba Inu, right? So Shytoshi Kusama explains why he cannot burn more Shiba Inu like Floki Inu developers have recently done. And Floki Inu has been doing tremendously well. Before, it was forgotten about, people never discussed it. But ever since its pump happened, it looks like it's back on the radar. Guys, you can check it yourselves. So, of course, there are going to be a lot of, comparisons with all the Inus out there, right? What do we have here? The team behind Shiba Inu project has been making significant efforts to reduce the circulating supply of its ecosystem tokens, especially SHIB on March 9th. It incinerated 13.4 billion SHIB as part of the ongoing Shibarium powered burn. In addition, the team also burned other ecosystem tokens, including Bone and Leash, right? So, think about it, right? Burns are happening, but are the numbers decent? Are they good enough? Are the automated burns now happening? Well, the automated burns haven't happened yet. We've had a few manual burns, so of course it's getting people very angry. But the automated burns, from what I understand, they're still in the testing process, and the testing process could take a few months. Remember, Shibarium went through a puppy net. It went through a testing phase, and that took a period of time. So I think, by summer, we could potentially see a nice automated system out there for the burns. So let's just get a little bit more in depth into it. So what actually happened was on Twitter, someone actually asked Kusama this, right? Why not burn 1 trillion Shiba like Floki did? And then Shytoshi Kusama says, because unlike Floki devs, I don't have 1 trillion to burn. Do you remember when I joined Shiba, was 6 months old and fully decentralized? I just do it for the people. So it looks like, Shytoshi Kusama obviously wrote this in a rush. There's a spelling mistake here, and it probably is getting into his head a lot. So I feel like there is a bit of anger behind it because people kind of expect, him to burn all the supply when he doesn't actually. I don't think he controls, the supply like that. And again, 1 trillion. That's a lot of money, ladies and gentlemen. Really, that is a lot of money to just throw up in flames. I think, of course, the ecosystem team wants to put out some projects where there's actually something happening of some real value, and that creates these burns, if you know what I mean. It's not like just one day, a very rich person just comes and goes, boom, everything burns, and then the supply just goes up. That's not how it works, right? So what's been going on with these Floki burns, and why are we even having these comparisons? So the recent exchange comes shortly after Floki developers incinerated 190.91 billion tokens with over $47 million, representing 2% of Floki's circulating supply, according to announcement. On March 9th, the Floki tokens were burned across the Ethereum BNB smart chains. So I don't personally follow Floki that much. But put up so much in burns, it really does show commitment, and of course the community is going to be happy with what Floki has been achieving. I think they did some really nice returns, nearly 800%. That's pretty crazy, ladies and gentlemen. These are like 8 times on your investment. So of course they're happy, and of course those that are holding Floki are going to be comparing it to Shiba Inu, because a lot of them are also holding Shiba Inu, and Shiba Inu is going to be under fire. And who comes under fire mostly is Shytoshi Kusama and the team around it, because this is something that they can produce, right? Floki produce these burns, and many people believe that this is what the SHIB team can do. But I think it's far more complicated than that. It doesn't happen like that. And 1 trillion Shiba Inu, that's a lot. That's a lot of money, ladies and gentlemen. So I don't think, the most generous person wouldn't do that. But they are trying to find a system. It's always been about a system, right? So we've had Shibarium out there, which was supposed to obviously do some great burns, and it is on the way. I haven't seen any crazy burns. I mean, I've seen, thousands of dollars, but we need millions of dollars to see any significant impact. But as long as we have a system, as long as there's volume, demand coming in, all these burns can increase, of course. It's not like it's a fixed amount and it's over, it's done. But it's going to take some time. So we are going to see some comparisons like we just did with Floki. It's also important for us to be realistic, okay? Don't expect things just to happen overnight, because they won't. Yeah, the bull run could take it very high. Undoubtedly, no one really controls the bull run. It's a thing that's created by all the crypto investors. But when it comes to the burns, it is going to be a gradual process. Also, guys, don't forget that just burning, trillions and trillions was never supposed to be, the way forwards. They never spoke about, a specific day that we were just going to see like 100 trillion being burnt. Never, ever. It's always been about creating, a mechanism to get these burns underway. And the projects and all the investors and a good system, a layer 2 solution, all these things will be contributing towards the burns, right? And that's why we need Shibarium. That's why we need a lot of volume on it. That's why we need everything to go up with Shibarium and needs to be promoted. And I think it needs still some time to get itself up there with all the other layer 2 solutions. So, guys, as I've said many times, I want you to really focus this year on what matters, right? Yeah, burns matter, but I think the bull run is, the top of the top, because even though there are influencers out there, there are investors out there that hate, the dev team and stuff, but they're not selling out because, it's not being run well. They're keeping it because they know the bull run is going to be pumping everything up. And we've already seen it, ladies and gentlemen. I have seen it just a few days ago, right? It has happened. Many were saying, well, nothing is possible. There's too much of it in circulating supply and so on. And guess what? It did happen. Number 10 position. We cracked the top 10. We're days away, right, from a Bitcoin halving. So a lot of great things will be happening. And, if we were to come together as a community, forget about the FUD, spread the positive word, we're only going to get more demand. It all thrives from demand from now on. So please be careful. Don't risk it. Don't fall for any FUD. Don't get your emotions to get over you, and keep everything rational. Be intelligent. Be clever. You know, the bull run is here. We're going to be rich. We're going to make a lot of money. We're going to see these returns. Finally, it's happening. This is the golden year. So stay focused. And also make sure you join Gossipator News Twitter account. Subscribe with the notifications bell on, because we have a lot of interesting content here. Guys, you know, I'm really jumping in, analyzing everything, talking about everything. Most importantly, motivating you. Moments when it feels like we're low, moments when it feels like we're high. I'm always there, okay, for you guys, because I am going to go until the end. So, guys, thank you so much. Really do appreciate all the support, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace out.